Um, you were born on this day many years ago in the olden times, and now I'm calling to celebrate that for you. Way to survive this long and to be old. I hope your butt recovers since you shook it so hard. And I love you, brother. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Y'all. I don't know. How many different accents do you have on your phone, dude?
I'm recording this call.
Why? Nobody wants that.
I do.
I know. No, you don't.
Because when you die soon, I'll have a recording.
I mean, you're the old person here.
How old are you?
22.
You're not 22.
Give or take.
You're twice that old. More than twice.
That's inappropriate. That's a lie. You're a liar. Full of lying.
You weren't even 22 when I met you.
Oh, it wasn't. I was 19. No, I think I just turned 20 when I moved down there.
You were just a wee lad.
You weren't, because you're so much older than me and everyone.
I was very mature. You were a horny little boy ready to meet girls. And
maybe a horny little hoy. What about that?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you wouldn't. old timer.
Thank you for calling on my birthday.
You're welcome. Thanks for having a birthday.
Thank my mom for that and my dad.
Whoa, I will.
Can you send my dad and mom a message and say thanks for having intercourse?
On Facebook, you think?
Yeah, just post it on their page.
Okay.
Thank you for having intercourse so that... Should I send that to your mom on your birthday?
Well, I mean, technically, it wasn't intercourse on your birthday, right?
Wait, you're breaking up what? Technically, intercourse?
It's not intercourse on your birthday.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Intercourse like 10 months before your birthday.
Oh, I thought people had sex, conceived the baby, and then the day the baby's being birthed, you have sex to get the baby out.
Oh, I mean, that's possible. Some people do that.
Like in Friends.
I think if there's anything you should do is take all of the life lessons you can from that show.
We were on a break.
Wow. Who were you breaking with?
You.
What? When? Like tomorrow?
What are you doing? What's going on? Are you in Michigan right now?
I am in Michigan right now.
Is it?
I worked today. It snowed and there was ice, so like the kids had to stay home from school. But Annika's she just had her tonsils out anyway, so she was pretty much staying home no matter what.
Oh, how's she doing?
She's doing better today. She does not like pain, but she's barely eaten anything in the last week. and she can barely talk, but she's doing alright. She's doing alright.
You give her an old shot of whiskey to help ease the pain?
I haven't thought about it, but I haven't.
Try it.
Did you? Is that what you did?
Yeah, I just took a shot of whiskey because you told me she was in pain.
That's fair. Do you still have your tonsils?
I think so.
Is your kid?
I think so.
Oh my goodness. Now I'm worried. You don't know who does and does not have tonsils in your family. Does your girlfriend have her tonsils?
I don't know.
What do you know?
Not
Or
any,
is this because you're old? Maybe.
yeah, last year I knew all this kind of stuff ever since
Okay.
got older.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
I don't know anything about anyone's tonsil situation.
I'm hoping that changes someday.
I'm pretty sure that Maxine and I both have not had our tonsils taken out. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I mean, the way you said that, it makes me believe it. So, I definitely feel like you're probably telling the truth.
Hmm.
Or not. I don't know. Maybe you're not. I can't tell.
How is everyone else there?
Pretty good. Who else is here? Don and Cassie okay? They still have their kids.
Your girlfriend?
She's good. She's taking care of the babies.
The baby?
Making sure I'm still alive, and our basement hasn't flooded in like 6 months. That's really cool.
6 months. That's a long time.
It is for us.
Damn.
Sadly.
How many times has it flooded? Twice?
Just twice, yeah.
Just twice.
I mean, I guess there's other parts of the world where it happens more. I don't know. Maybe that's not a true statement. It was definitely not my favorite either time.
When you had the inspection of your house, did they mention anything about that? Did they warn you or anything?
No, I mean, not about flooding, no. They had a sump pump, but the first time it flooded, the sump pump was just really old. I mean, like, it'd been in here for like 20 years probably, and it just backed up one day when it was like raining out of control outside. And I was downstairs with the kiddos watching movies, and then I stood up and I was wearing socks and I got super wet and it was gross. I was like, why are my socks wet on the floor in our basement? So that sucked. And the second time was like an insane storm where like it came through, knocked out all the power in like the whole township, and then there was so much rain, like our neighbor said it was up to the bottom of his SUV when he went outside.
Really?
Yeah. And we had like our backyard was like flooded.
Wow.
So like there was like nothing we could have done then. They said something like 140 or 150 houses in our subdivision flooded because the power went out and just like water was so intense.
So you said the first time you were sitting on the couch and it was flooding and you didn't know until you stood up and stood into stepped in the water?
Yeah, I mean, it was it was super subtle, I guess. We were just watching a movie, and it wasn't like the water was gushing in from a wall or something like that. It's just the sump pump is down here in my office, and if water just backs up, it runs along the floor, and it goes into back into our storage room first, and then if that backs up, then it just starts creeping across the rest of the basement floor, which is all carpeted, which upsets you.
Yeah, it's real dumb.
Yeah, I know. But every other option we looked at, they basically said it would cost about the same to repair it if it ever flooded again. So
it's pretty much the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Which part? Having a basement?
Everything.
Oh.
Just kidding. You think Donald Trump should start a sump pump company and then it'd be Trump Sump Pump?
I feel like it's missing something. I feel like it needs a couple more pumps in there.
What else?
Trump Sump Pump. Trump Pump Hump Sump Pump.
Dump.
Plump. Trump.
But if you I forget what it's called, but when they sand down the cement floor and it's just finished. If it floods on that, you don't have to replace it.
The thing is, the kids play down here, dude, and Elliot jumps off of everything.
Then don't allow jumping anymore. No more jumping, or you get a whooping.
I just don't want him to jump on the freaking straight concrete, man, because I feel like he would mess himself up.
I hear you.
Do you hear me?
Just how much does a helmet cost? Not as much as carpet. Just have him wear a helmet all the time.
Well, I guess that's true. We should have done that instead. We'll just pull all the carpet out. Pack it up.
Is the basement a hangout spot where you guys hang out usually?
Yeah.
And it's been flooded twice. Your main, the center kind of hangout area of your home has been destroyed twice.
Yep.
Did you cry?
The first time, not really. The second time was pretty tough. Because, it got super wet down here.
That's what she said.
It was 2 inches of water everywhere in the basement. It was
2 inches? Oh, man. So did you have to, replace baseboards and all that kind of stuff, too?
Yep.
Holy shit. What about,
They cut out 5 walls.
They what?
They cut out 5 walls.
5 walls? All the studs?
Foot up.
Huh?
A foot up?
Oh, weird. You mean just the sheetrock?
Yeah, just the drywall.
Drywall, yeah. So not this, just maybe the bottom stud, but not the vertical studs.
They left all the studs in. They just took out the drywall, that's all.
Crazy.
And then they running something insane 13 or 15 fans down here and 4 dehumidifiers for 3 or 4 days. It's so loud. So loud.
So how many times would it have to flood before you're like, all right, let's move?
I don't know. We really want to put in a backup pump, so then maybe it would not flood.
How much does a backup pump cost?
Probably like a couple thousand, maybe, give or take, depending on how you do it.
That's not bad. You should do that now.
Well, we want to. We have to. We're trying to replace our dishwasher as well, because that got destroyed in the power outage. We haven't had one of those in a while.
How did it get destroyed in the power outage?
It burned out the motherboard when the power went
Really?
out. Yeah.
Never heard of that.
And then our external freezer broke a couple weeks later. We lost a bunch of food out in the freezer. That was nice.
Jeez, please.
It's been a year, man.
Do you have a home warranty?
Yeah.
Does it cover any of that?
It covered the most of the basement. I think we had to pitch in like a couple $100 or something.
Insurance or your warranty did?
Oh, our insurance, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. We do have a warranty. I haven't thought about that.
You should check your warranty. It might cover like dishwasher stuff, like repair it or do something to maybe save you some cash.
Okay. It might have been too long though. We didn't like.
You didn't renew it.
Oh no, not that. We haven't claimed it. And the storm was like back in August.
Oh, just say it happened today.
Well, it is broken today.
Yeah, just say it broke today. It's not. It didn't get fixed today.
How's all your poop?
How old is my poop?
I said, how is your poop?
It's pretty good. Pretty typical poop.
Are we talking only about poop, or are we talking about everything else too?
Oh, when you say poop, you mean everything else. Like I should know that.
I don't know. I'm asking you.
It's fine. It's been a little slow real estate wise, but it's supposed to pick up soon. Hopefully. Yeah, same old. Otherwise, celebrating my birthday today by just sitting home alone.
Wow. Wait, what? I mean, is that good? Maybe that's good.
No, it's fine. I'd like to sit at home alone every day.
I believe you.
No, I'm joking.
Where's your lady friend?
She's out working. She's a workaholic.
Whoa, what a life.
Addicted to work. Addicted to working and addicted to twerking.
Oh. But is her job twerking?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, she works at a leather goods store, so probably.
Mm-hmm.
But I just been watching stuff. I watched Mandy, starring Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
It feels like that movie just came out, but it came out 6 years ago almost.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much how all movies are for me anymore, man.
It's crazy. It feels like a brand new movie.
I'm like, oh, all these movies that are so new, and then I look at them, they're like 10 years old, and I'm like, what the hell?
What in the butthole's going on here?
Indeed. Buttholes.
It was good. I enjoyed it. And I watched The House That Jack Built by Lars Van Trier. Is that his name?
Maybe.
It's Lars Van Queer. Yeah.
Oh.
That was amazing.
Unbelievable.
That's probably a top 10 of the last decade for me. Very good.
Well.
Very messed up, like true crime movie. And I watched Snowpiercer.
Wait, House That what?
The House That Jack Built.
Okay. Snowpiercer. I enjoyed Snowpiercer. That was pretty fun.
It was so good.
That was great. They had a show. I haven't watched the show yet. I heard that was pretty good too.
The Snowpiercer show. Was it made by I or?
I don't know. It had Jennifer Connelly in it.
Oh, interesting. The only reason I watched it is because that guy directed The Host, which is one of my favorite movies. It's just so weird and good. And I
haven't watched The Host yet, but it's on my list.
Oh, it's so unique and well done, like funny. It's such a great underrated movie.
I watched his other movie with what is it? Oh God, what is it? Where like it takes place kind of in the future, and like people have like created like these pig cow animals that are like huge.
Oh, I don't know that.
And let me look it up here. That was really good. That was really pretty. But like this girl like wants to save her pig cow creature. Because like the whole point is that these animals are like cloned and bred and built for food, but she wanted to save hers. I also had another movie that I wanted to see that came out.
Well, you saw
Snowpiercer is 11 years old. Oh my God.
What is?
Snowpiercer. Oh, shit like that is just shocking.
2013 or is it 2010?
It's 13.
13, yeah. Yeah, it's old. It feels new. But you saw...
Okja.
I haven't seen that.
OKJA.
I know what you're talking about.
And then Parasite is the other movie that I wanted to see.
You haven't seen Parasite either?
No, dude, I don't have the time and or access to all of this stuff.
All right. Next two movies you watch. If you watch something, I know you can't watch it for 2 days, but in 2 days, watch The Host and Parasite. They're both amazing. Like, you have to watch them.
Whoa. You're a host and a parasite. Yeah, you like that, huh?
Yeah, I like that director, and I like that actor he uses in all those movies.
That's not the guy who just died, is it?
He died?
Somebody from the Parasite died.
The main guy?
I don't know. I can't remember. I didn't know his name. I just saw that they were like, oh, he was in Parasite. And actor from Parasite.
It's Hong Ho. He's still
Lee Sung-kyun.
I don't know who that is. He sounds Asian. Which one? Go Asong? No. Baduna? Parke. I'm on the wrong movie.
Lee Sung-kyun.
From Parasite?
Mm-hmm.
Sun Kyun. Oh, he looks young.
Yeah, he was young. 48.
Drug
He
use.
was found dead inside a car in Seoul on Wednesday amid local authorities' extensive probe into drug usage. The actor was initially reported missing by his family, including his wife, during an ongoing police investigation that accused him of using illegal substances. According to outlets, the actor maintained his innocence throughout the ordeal and even filed legal action claiming he was blackmailed and tricked into taking the drugs.
Says that they think it might be a suicide.
That's crazy that I mean, if he was on drugs and he was like lying and creating a fake legal action claim that said he was being blackmailed and tricked into it, and then it turned out he wasn't. But it's also messed up if it's a true story. Because who would blackmail and trick someone into that?
Well, he's got a long filmography. I don't know any of these movies, though. Erotic Chaos Boy.
I don't know what to say about that. So who's the guy you like? Song Kang-ho?
It's the main guy. Yeah. He's like in Snowpiercer. He's in The Host. I thought he was in Parasite. Oops.
He is in Parasite.
He is?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't they mention it at the beginning of it? Okay, there it is.
Maybe it's because he's done so much stuff. Even the best stuff is like not that important.
They're like, and some movie called Parasite.
When you know you've made it, dude. When your best movie is an afterthought.
He's only 57. He looks pretty good for his age.
I mean, it's gonna be us in like 3 weeks, right? Am I right, old guy?
Look at his Wikipedia page. He's got like no wrinkles hardly.
I'm looking at his IMDb page.
Asian don't crack.
He's got that does not rhyme, first off. But Asian don't crazian. Oh, dude, he's in The Good, the Bad, and the Weird. Oh my God. Oh, is he the crazy guy? Oh, he is the crazy guy in The Good, the Bad, and the Weird. Oh, shoot.
I've never heard of that.
The Good, the Bad, and the Weird? It's pretty fun, dude.
Is it movie or show?
It's a movie. It's a Western.
Is it a
crazy Asian comedy Western.
Oh wait, is the guy that did Parasite? Did he do Shaolin Soccer?
No, I don't think.
No, that's the guy that did that other movie that was really popular.
Dude, Shaolin Soccer was so good. Stephen Chow.
It was a very good movie. That's one of my favorites.
Stephen Chow also did, what was he, Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah, Kung Fu Hustle. I've never heard of The Good, the Bad, and the Weird. Check that out. You know, last time we were talking about Bass Reeves. I don't know if we...
Yeah, there's a show out now.
Yeah, there's a show. Have you seen it?
I have not watched that yet, no.
I'm curious if it's...
Have you watched it?
No.
Well, why not? Well, why not?
I've been watching Workaholics for some reason.
Oh, that's so funny. I used the Workaholics meme just today.
Which one? The one where he's crying?
And the one where the dude with the big bushy hair is like, they're going to take everything from us. Everything.
I don't remember that part.
I have no references to why.
It's kind of, I feel like I'm just a little bit too old for it. Like I mean, it did come out like a while ago, but I feel like even if I saw it then, it would, like I enjoy watching it, but I feel like had I seen it when I was not just younger when it came out, but younger than that, I feel like I would have been into it. But their references are a little bit closer to like people that are like a little bit younger than me, you know, like there's like 90s references and stuff like that.
We were alive in the 90s.
No, I was not.
Oh.
I died for a decade.
I have so many questions.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you ever listen to like some podcast or like some see like a reel or something, and you can tell it's made by someone from a younger generation, and it kind of feels like some of their references are kind of like that. It's a funny show though. It's basically it's kind of like Dumb and Dumber if there was like a third idiot and
Nice.
they drugs all the time.
All right. That's exciting.
And this was weird. I just saw the episode where Adam, I forget his last name, Levine, or
Oh yeah,
the guy that's in Righteous Gemstones too, and I think he played Ozzy in the movie The Dirt. But
also in, what are we watching right now? Christina and I are watching Modern Family.
oh yeah, we're watching that too.
I've never watched it before, so.
Oh really? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, you know.
Are you watching it in order?
Yeah.
Dude, I think that that show is so funny. We're watching it too, and we're in the 4th season, and it was consistently funny from the first episode.
I mean, I definitely feel like there's a certain character on the show who reminds me a great deal of my brother-in-law.
Oh, you mean Bill?
Bill Dundee.
Didn't we talk about this when the show first came out, like 13?
Probably. I would believe that.
Do you think your sister reminds you of Claire?
No.
Not at all.
Maybe. She was always more business oriented than I was.
Yeah.
So maybe.
I feel like Modern Family is like every episode there's stuff that to me is very predictable about the plot and stuff people are going to do. And the premise of the show is like nothing interesting, right? It's just like about a thing. But like the characters, the acting, whoever's writing the jokes,
yeah,
like, solid, good, funny jokes. And I haven't seen much of like the later seasons, but it's like we're almost to season 5 and it's still like funny.
Yeah, I think it's pretty funny. I've enjoyed it.
It's kind of to me a little bit like Friends in that like it's a popular like mainstream kind of show, but it has like funny people writing for it, which that doesn't happen a lot, right? Like a lot of these shows are really popular.
It also seems like everything I've read about like the cast and crew, like it sounds like they really got along really well, which is cool.
Yeah, I just saw this interview where the guy that plays Cam was saying that what's the guy? Dutch. The guy that was in Married with Children.
Oh, Ed O'Neill?
Yeah. He told Cam, like right at the beginning of the show, he's like, this show's going to last for 11 years. Like he just knew it. It's kind of funny because like Married with Children, I don't know how long it lasted, but a while. Like might have been about the same time.
Yeah.
And there's no way to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's shows that are great that like can easily go down in a year, and even if they're great, they're like people aren't watching, so it gets canceled. But the fact that he predicted it's kind of funny, even though it's just like more of a coincidence, you know. But yeah, that's Maxine's current favorite show.
Right. It's pretty fun, dude.
She's always like, she'll like walk over to the computer to like pretend like she's gonna turn it on and just say Modern Family, like asking me.
I mean, it's pretty funny because we're like, we could watch, this hour and a half movie, but that feels really long. So let's watch a Modern Family, and then we watch like 5 or 6 Modern Family.
Right? Yeah.
Like, there's probably a trade-off there somewhere.
Yeah, it's a good one. I think we talked about Human Centipede last time, but I think I called it Centipede. But it's Human Centipede.
That's fair. Is it your favorite? That's a weird transition, I'm not going to lie. To go from, one of those, which is a family sitcom, and then the other, which is not a family sitcom. You know what I'm saying?
Human Centipede's like, kind of like the Modern Family of horror movies, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess. I've never watched it.
I was just trying to think about what we talked about last time. I think we talked about Steven Spielberg.
Sure. He's pretty famous.
Have you heard of him? He's a director.
He wrote, oh man, I thought he wrote some stuff.
I think he made he helps make some video games or something.
Oh, okay. That's fun. People like that.
All right.
What?
Have you seen Duel?
The truck movie?
The Steven Spielberg movie.
Yeah, what about trucks? Did I see that? I feel like I've seen it before. But I feel like it's been a really long time ago.
I feel like it's the same, or either I saw scenes from it, but I feel like I need to rewatch it.
I feel like I watched it in college.
You watched it without me?
Did I not watch it with you?
I feel
Maybe I
like
watched it at Johnny Lloyd's house or something.
it seems like a movie that you kind of have to watch in college.
It does kind of feel that way.
It'd be required for. But I have not seen Sugarland Express. Have you seen that?
I have not seen that either.
Have you ever heard of Jaws?
That one familiar.
I don't know that one.
Is that about someone who eats candy? Like
yeah, that sounds like it.
Candy eater?
Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Yes. That one, if I remember, is about mashed potatoes.
Why? That can't be right.
Can't tell if you're kidding right now or if you're not kidding right now.
I didn't see the third one. I just saw the first, like, Close Encounters, the first kind, and Close Encounters, second.
I did not realize that was a trilogy, actually. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The third one had something to do with potatoes, though. I think I remember that.
What did you think of 1941? Did you see that?
I haven't seen 1941.
Really? I saw it. I thought it was pretty boring.
I always heard it was really bad, so I kind of just bowed out. I was like, I'm right.
Yeah, I'd skip that. Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Is it a dog movie?
E.T. the Extraterrestrial?
Oh, that one I do remember. It had Indiana Jones in it. At the end, they meet.
I didn't know
He
that.
and E.T. meet at the end of the movie in the cave.
Isn't it crazy in 4 years he made Raiders of the Lost Ark, E.T., Temple of Doom, and Color Purple?
Well, but I mean, dude, like, he made Jaws. Did he make Jaws, Close Encounters, and then Raiders? Or was 1941 between?
1941's in between, but yeah, that was a span of 6 years. Still, I mean, that's amazing. But like four of the biggest movies of the 80s, all right in a row in like 4 years, is crazy.
Well, I mean, wasn't Jaws like the biggest movie ever when it came out?
I don't.
Broke like all of the records.
These were all. Most of these were pretty high grossing. I remember E.T. was like number one for quite a while.
I believe it.
Number one movie to get a boner when you watch.
Whoa. Wait, the movie
Empire of the Sun.
I thought that was pretty good. I haven't seen that in a long time, but I don't think it was really pretty.
Written by Tom Stoppard. I don't remember if I watched that or not.
It's got old Batman in it. Batman, that's a friend.
Batman?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale's in it?
Yeah, he's like 12 or something.
Oh, too young for me.
Oh.
Then
Christian Bale.
And then he did Always the same year as he did Last Crusade. Take a break, Stephen.
Yeah, but Always.
Always was probably the worst Steven Spielberg movie I've seen.
AI was pretty rough.
It felt like I did see it on. I felt like we saw it like on TV with commercials and stuff, but it felt like a TV movie.
I don't remember watching it with commercials. I thought you and I watched it. I feel like we would have rented it or something, dude. I don't remember ever.
No, I saw it before college, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
I thought it came out when we were in college. What?
89, Always.
Oh, Always. I was talking about AI.
Yeah, we saw AI together.
I remember that being kind of boring.
I just saw a video, and I'd never heard this before.
Okay, that came out in 2001. We were definitely in college.
Yeah, we were getting wasted and doing drugs and watching movies.
Huffing and puffing. And
smoking doobies.
Doobie smoked us.
We shared a doobie.
Well,
You smoked one in and I smoked the other.
War of the Worlds. I didn't really enjoy that one.
War of the Worlds was bad, but it was kind of so bad it was good.
I remember thinking it was kind of bad.
I mean, I feel like it made a lot of money though, because it was like a Tom Cruise action movie.
It's true.
But we're
nuts that Top Gun was his. Like this last Top Gun was the movie that has made the most money for him.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah, it was his highest. Like it made all of the money.
The new one?
Yeah.
Oh, I still haven't seen that. I heard it was good, but you can't, because everyone loves, not everyone, but a lot of people love the original, but those are the type of people you can't really trust with movies.
Dude, the original movie was really bad.
Really? You thought it was really bad?
Did not like it.
I like it, but I do like, if you, maybe not now, but one time I looked up homoerotic, and Top Gun was the first thing that came up, and I was like,
that's fine. It was
besides like 300. 300 is a little more homoerotic, but Top Gun is like homoerotic for our generation.
But again, that part is fine and doesn't bother me at all. It's just
that part
film. Before they make film is what bothers me. And also, like the
Scott
soundtrack only had like that one song or two. It had like two songs in it, so they played over and over throughout the whole movie. That drove me bonkers.
You're very critical of this homoerotic movie.
And also Tom Cruise. I can only handle him in a couple roles.
He's a fruitcake.
Huh?
He's a fruitcake.
He is a fruitcake, and he runs crazy.
What's wrong with it? He's faster than you are. I'd like to see you run.
I didn't say he wasn't faster than me. Wait, what?
All right, we skipped a few. Hook. That was a good one.
Oh, Hook's so good.
Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic Park and Schindler's List in the same year.
Yeah, that's bonkers. That's a bonkers year.
He did The Last Crusade and Always the same year, and then Jurassic Park and Schindler's List the same year. Like, slow down, bro.
Yeah, the Jurassic Park and the Schindler's List one, that seems like a pretty epic year. Like, he could have retired after that, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I would say in the 80s and 90s, like, he was the most popular director. Like everyone knew his name, and hardly anyone knew any other directors' names.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Jurassic Park, you like?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Love it.
What?
I said you love it.
Yeah, I do. Wait.
I like it.
I
like it. I don't love it.
Oh, wow. Probably going to have to get off the phone. Happy birthday. And never talk to me ever again.
Wow. You love it that much.
Jurassic Park? Heck yeah. Great.
How many stars out of 5?
5.
5 out of 5?
I love that movie, dude.
What about
Score's amazing. How about what?
How about Hook? How many stars out of 5?
4 out of 5, probably.
Okay. And then
a lot.
And I would assume for Close Encounters and Raiders, 5 out of 5, right?
That's correct, yes.
And then Temple of Doom, like 4.5 out of 5?
Actually, probably lower than that.
Okay. What?
3.5, maybe?
3.5? All right, Last Crusade.
That's a 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. And then E.T.
That's like a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's overrated. 2 out of 5?
Dude.
Wow.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, it was okay. I didn't enjoy it, though. Like, I didn't think it was that funny. Didn't think it was that exciting or adventurous to me. It felt very slow paced.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't get it. And it was like I was the perfect age, for when we were young. And even at that age, I knew, like, this is the biggest movie of all time. And it's for me. And I like science fiction. And I like Steven Spielberg movies. And I was just like, I understand why people like it. I don't understand why it was so big.
I mean, I feel like I enjoyed Flight of the Navigator and like The Last Starfighter way more than E.T.
Last Starfighter, huh?
Yeah,
I like that one.
I love Last Starfighter.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Flight of the Navigator way better. Like, there's so many funny scenes in Flight of the Navigator. Like, the initial, like, it feels like a Twilight Zone movie for a kid. Like, it immediately draws you in, like, when he wakes up years later, so you're into it. And then there's all these funny scenes, whereas, like, E.T., there's not really anything that funny.
Right.
Except when he says penis breath, but they cut that out.
And then they took all the guns out, too.
Did they really?
Yeah. They did that in the last release, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. All the FBI agents were holding, like, rifles and handguns and stuff, and they CG'd them out and put in hand radios.
Wait, why?
Because they didn't want people to have guns in kids' movies.
Okay, now I agree. 2 stars out of 5. All right. That's so stupid. I hate Steven Spielberg now.
I feel like he was just like drinking one night with George Lucas, and George Lucas was like, "Hey, you know what we could do?
We could edit it and make it.
we could pull the guns out with CG. That'd make it really cool."
What about Jaws? How many stars?
That's definitely a 5, dude.
That one's
such a fantastic movie.
Great. All right, Schindler's List, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Yeah, that's good. Color Purple.
Dude, it's been so long since I've seen that movie. I can safely say I don't remember most of it. I think I watched it with my parents or something when I was a kid.
I don't even know why it's called Color Purple. They're black. They're not even purple.
Is she wearing a purple dress or something? I feel like that's in the... Like, I also feel like they just re-released that.
I think it's a musical.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that one was fine. Maybe like 3.5 out of 5.
I'll have to watch that one again.
All right, Lost World sequel.
We just rewatched it. It was alright. I don't know, like maybe a 3 or something.
Yeah, I like that one. For like a sequel, it was pretty. It had a pretty decent idea, you know.
It was better than I remembered it being. I feel like when I first watched it when I was younger, I was like pretty upset about it. So I was like, this is not as good as the first one, which it's not. But you know what? We just watched it again because we're going through them, and we're like, yeah, all right, this one's actually not that bad. But maybe it's because the subsequent ones are so bad comparatively.
Because of the what?
The ones after all the other Jurassic Parks after it are so bad.
Like the remakes?
The World.
Yeah, I didn't see those. They were popular though.
I think I've seen the first two of those. The first one was okay. It wasn't fantastic, but I liked the cast. The score was really good.
Who did
But
it?
the story was not. Michael Giacchino.
I don't know him.
He's really good. He does a bunch of stuff, dude, now. Like, he does a lot of Star Wars stuff, Star Trek, a bunch of superhero stuff. He was the main composer for Lost, which was an amazing score, especially for a TV show, dude. I loved that. 2004, when Lost and Battlestar Galactica came out, like, that, for me, it was, like, the pinnacle of television. Those two shows, I was like, that, wow.
So
we're getting better.
Right after I got out of boot camp, this guy from the military posted, like, should I see Jurassic Park or should I see, and I forget the other movie he suggested, but in my personal opinion, the other movie he suggested looked way better, and I'd had a bunch of friends see Jurassic Park, like the newer ones, and be like,
"Oh, I mean more Jurassic World."
It's what?
Jurassic World.
No, sorry, Jurassic World, and they were like, it sucks. And then I knew a few people that saw it and liked it, but they were like kind of idiots. And so this, he's like, what should I see? The new Jurassic World or whatever this other movie was? And I posted something like, I was like, well, I personally haven't seen them, but I can tell you that in my experience, no one respectable liked Jurassic World. And he wrote back, he was like pissed off. He's like, well, I have a lot of friends that I respect a lot, and they like Jurassic World. And then
that's probably a true statement, dude.
And then he deleted and blocked me.
Whoa. Well, you learned your lesson, I hope.
I still stand by that.
So, I mean, like, it's fine, dude. Like, I think I liked it. You know, like it was enjoyable. I can't say it was great, but you know, it was. It's a fun watch. Like, you know, I'll put it on if I don't want to watch anything else and I'm into dinosaurs or whatever.
How many stars out of 5?
If I gave Lost World 3, I'd say 2.5, I guess. But, like, I enjoy it. Like, E.T., like, I could probably live the rest of my life never watching E.T. again.
But you can't live your life without seeing Jurassic World again.
I like Jurassic World. I think it's okay. Like, it's not good, but it is entertaining. Like, I enjoy watching it. I mean, I can handle some stuff. Like, it's fun enough that I can watch it and be like, yeah, this is a dumb dinosaur movie. As we're with E.T., I'm like, man, this movie's boring.
But something interesting. So my opinion on the Lost World is, so when Jurassic Park came out, it was hyped a lot, and like I really loved Spielberg's movies at the time. So to me, it was a little overhyped, and so when I saw it, I was like a little let down. Like, I thought it was good and I enjoyed it, but like I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought it would. And so when I saw The Lost World, the sequel, I had no expectations. Like someone wanted to go see it, and so we saw it, but I didn't really want to see it. And I actually enjoyed watching that more. I'm not saying it's a better movie, but I think because of expectations, I actually enjoyed The Lost World more. I mean, I think Jurassic, like, you have to watch them in order if you're going to watch them, and Jurassic Park's probably a better movie in retrospect, but I did like Lost World more.
That's fair.
All right, Amistad. You like Amistad. You owned that.
I did own that. I haven't owned that in a long time. I think I had that on tape.
Whoa.
I've never gotten it in DVD.
Really?
No.
What do you rate?
I don't. I feel like I have to watch it again. I really used to like that movie a lot. I'm gonna say possibly 3.5 stars. I don't know. Like, I want to see it again.
I'll give it a generous 3. I thought it's good. Like, if you want to know that story, I guess, and don't feel like reading Wikipedia. I was just kind of bored watching it. Like, it wasn't bad, it just wasn't, like, good to me. But whatever.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Saving Private Ryan. Saving Private Ryan's private.
I mean, that one's pretty. That's a big deal. That was a big deal. I would say that's a 5, dude. No, 4.5.
Really?
The only reason I give it a 4.5. And this is silly, and I probably shouldn't be this picky about it, but the flashback stuff. Where he's the old guy at the grave at the beginning, and then the old guy at the end. Like, those are too squishy or something. I don't know. Something about it does not sit well with me.
That's funny. I've seen it a few times. I don't even remember that part.
Yeah, it's like Matt Damon's character goes to, like, the grave site at the beginning, and with his, like, kids and grandkids or whatever. And then it's only like a 2-minute thing. It's the same thing that bugged me about the Tom Hanks movie where he gets lost on the island. And, like, it's a short intro with a short outro. So, like, they do the whole film, and then at the end, like, Tom Hanks is, like, lying there dying, and he tells Matt Damon to, like, he hopes saving him is worth it or something, or tells him that he needs to make a difference. And then it fades back to the old guy in the graveyard again, and he, like, looks at his granddaughter or something, and he's like, have I made a difference? Or something like that. I don't know. And I'm just like, oh, blarf. Oh, don't need that. Tell the story. So, yeah, what is the one where Tom Hanks gets lost in the island? Shoot.
Castaway. Castaway.
And they have that whole thing at the beginning where he's with his family or whatever, and, like, it's like a 2-minute scene, and then he's in the plane and he crashes, and, like, then the whole movie is sweet where he's, like, on the island, and then he gets back from the island, and then his family, like, totally, like, checks out because they're like, yeah, you've been gone for so long, we don't care anymore. We thought you were dead. Like, his girlfriend or whatever, like, has gotten married to somebody else and everything, and then he goes and tries to deliver the package to whoever needed the package. It's like, that's just too much, man. Just have him be on the island and then get off the island, and then boom, good movie.
Yeah, I remember that ending being very anticlimactic and kind of meh.
Yeah. Well, like, he just, like, gives her the package, and then he goes and is driving back and stops at a crossroads and gets out and just stands in the middle of the crossroads, and that's the end.
Wait, doesn't he get packages from planes? How does that happen? I forget that part.
Well, yeah, at the beginning, like, they were trying to get packages, like an important delivery somewhere. I don't even know why he was on the plane, because he's not the pilot. And then he's just a little older guy, and he's, like, trying to get this important package somewhere, and then the plane, like, crashes. And then he's got, like, a bunch of packages from the plane that help him survive on the island. Except there's this one lady that he always just keeps, and it's like his mission to, like, get it to her. But everybody else will see, like, opens and looks for stuff.
Which is illegal.
That's how he gets the volleyball, I think.
And very rude.
Well,
all right, and then AI, what do you give that?
I feel like it's 2, but like a bored 2.
2 stars out of 5?
Maybe I'll watch it again someday, but
It would have been really interesting to see, like, Kubrick make that, like, in the 60s or 70s or something.
without all the CGs.
Without the CG and with, like, more personality.
Yeah, there was, well, yeah. I don't know. Was there a lot of personality in 2001? That one kind of dog.
Ed,
Yeah.
that's a 5-star perfect movie. And you should it and on film on the big screen like I did at the Hollywood Theater.
I'm not saying it's not pretty. I'm just saying, like, there's not a lot of story.
I like it. I think it's fine.
I'm not saying you can't like it. You should like it. I want you to like it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it all the way.
I'm saying I love it.
Well, you should marry it, maybe. Have little babies of it with it.
No, it feels like obviously Steven Spielberg's a great director. He's done great stuff. But a lot of his movies don't have a lot of, like, edge to them, like Jaws or whatever. Whereas, like, Kubrick, there's so much going on in, like, most of his movies. And seems like if you were to make, like, you had the opportunity to finish a movie that one of your heroes made, even if it was kind of like a hero, a mentor that, like, made a different style of movies than you, that you would at least for that movie try to mimic their style.
Yeah.
And try to. Whereas, like,
Sure.
you don't feel that except for maybe like 2 seconds in that movie. It doesn't feel like a Kubrick film. And I much rather would have seen Spielberg try to make Kubrick, like, that film in Kubrick style than try to make it his own. And it just felt like he was like, it felt like it was more hype than anything. Like, the greatest director of the last decades is finishing this Kubrick movie, whereas, like, it didn't feel like he put his heart and soul into it at all.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
And then Minority Report. I just saw this like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
I mean, when I saw it when it came out, I don't know if it was Tom Cruise again, but it still felt kind of like a two-ish, maybe 2.5 at the most. I feel like the effects and cinematography were really nice, but I did not dig the story so much.
I thought it was a really good idea. When it came out, I don't know if it was because I wasn't watching a lot of TV at the time or what, but it just wasn't on my radar. And I thought it was just going to be a cheesy action movie, but I really like it. I think it's a good idea for a movie, and I mean, I think it could have been better, but I thought it was enjoyable to watch and a really good idea, really good premise.
I mean, I can watch it again.
Watch it again.
I can watch it again.
Catch Me If You Can.
It's probably a 3-ish.
I give it 4.5 out of 5. I like that one.
Wow. See, I have to see that one again. I don't know. I kind of went in not liking Leo at the time.
Yeah, me
I like
too.
him now, so I feel like I need to watch it again.
I just love the idea of like someone learning how to like fly a plane and tricking them and like living a whole life. I think it was well done.
I mean, definitely the fact that it's based on a true story is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's like an episode of The Dollop. There's a Dollop kind of similar to that, actually.
I think I've listened to that one. I'm in the middle of one right now, so I can't really.
Which one?
Oh no, I just finished it. The Army's private mercenary group that Betsy DeVos's brother runs, Eric Prince.
Do you know about what number it is?
Look. 321. My next one is Hank Vaughn, live in Portland.
Oh, I wonder if that's the one I was at. See if you can hear me laughing.
It's from 2018.
Oh, no. Wait, maybe.
April 3rd, 2018. Hank Vaughn.
I can't remember.
Anthony and Gareth Reynolds examine the life of Oregon outlaw Hank Vaughn.
That sounds familiar. I think you're like right near where I'm at listening. I'm in like the early 300s, but sometimes I just go back and listen to like some of the first. I feel like the first 50 or so are my like favorites. Like
I guess I'm way past that at 322.
Did you listen in order or just kind of listen around?
I'm listening in order.
Did you feel like earlier, like if you could choose like the first 50 or first 100 over like the last 100, would you feel like one is better than the other? Or you feel like they're all the same?
I don't know. I kind of enjoy them all, I guess. It's just nice to have them. It's nice to have them there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I enjoy them all too, but I mean, there's some episodes like when I talk about the Dollop, my favorite episodes, like I talk about like the Rube or.
Well, yeah, well, everyone likes that one. Even that doesn't count.
But most of the ones that like come to mind are like in the first like 50 to like 100. 50 though, but
Say 50 or 100?
Yeah, the first 50 to 100 episodes.
That's fair.
All right. What about the Terminal?
Yeah, no, 2.
I thought that was a really good idea too, but
A low 2.
what?
But a low 2.
A low 2. I think I gave it a 3 or 3.5. I thought it's based on a true story. I would have rather.
It is.
Yeah, but there's no like romance in the original, like the real story, I think.
Right. I think that was one thing that I like.
I would have rather them just remade, just told the story about like what really happened without trying to add romance and a Hollywood like story to it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, War of the Worlds. You said you didn't like.
Yeah, I didn't like it, Anna.
You hated it, and you hope that anyone that worked on it dies, right?
Why did I put that at? Put it even a 2? It's like a 1.5.
All right, Munich.
It might be my lowest rated. Munich? Dude, I haven't seen that movie in forever. Dang. I remember that one being okay. Like, that was probably like 2.5-ish. But, like, it didn't really... It didn't change my life or anything.
You said 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5 to me is kind of like meh/bad.
Well, 3-ish, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like, oh, this is good.
I thought it was so boring. There wasn't like a single scene that I was like, oh, this is cool.
There was the explosion, but I think I remember that explosion more from even the trailer than I do from the movie.
I don't even remember the explosions. I feel like I just slept through the whole thing, but I was awake.
The car blew up.
All right, here's a good one. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
I mean, I guess a 3. Like, it's not great. It's not a great movie, but like I really like parts of it a lot. And
I thought it was fucking terrible.
yeah, I believe you.
I thought it made me wonder, like, it's not one of those that I think ruined Raiders for me. I still think Raiders is great, but but it also made me wonder, like, it made me go back and watch Raiders to make sure, like, I didn't just like it because I saw it as a kid. Because I was like, I bet if I was a kid, I would like this movie, like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Like,
Probably.
there were things about it that I would think about, and I don't remember exact scenes because it's been 15 years now since I've seen it. But I remember thinking of certain scenes and being like, okay, the scene isn't that bad, but why do I hate this movie so much? Was I just a dumb kid and I liked the originals when really they weren't great? And so I had to go back and I rewatched the series, and it did, rewatching it was a little weird though, because like I still love Raiders. I think it's, one of the greatest movies of all time. Temple of Doom, like, I like pretty much the same. It was kind of like, to me, just always a really good movie, but not like Raiders was like the best.
Yeah, sure.
But rewatching Last Crusade, I didn't like it as much as, like, I used to watch it all the time and I loved it. But rewatching it was a little bit weird. Like, I feel like when I remember watching it, Sean Connery was in the whole movie, whereas he's only in like half the movie, like the last half of the movie or something like that.
Yeah, you have to find him.
You have to find him. I found him.
So,
I still like the movie, but it was, when it came out, it was like a top. I liked it more than Raiders when it came out. Like it was like kind of my movie, top 2 or 3.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I am at with it, because, I mean, I still like it a lot. I still really enjoy it, but, I mean, I always felt like Raiders was a better movie, like a better film, but I think I enjoyed watching Last Crusade more. I felt like it was more fun. I felt like the humor was humorous.
That makes sense. I kind of wonder though, what, like when I rewatch them, like if I was born 10 years, 20 years before, like saw it, like at the age my parents were when they came out, I sometimes wonder, like I feel like I would have liked Raiders just as much, but I wonder sometimes, would I have liked Temple of Doom and Last Crusade as much as I did, or was it just because like I was at the perfect age to see it, and you know, back then there wasn't like a lot of movies. Also, we were religious, so I couldn't watch like certain movies, but I was allowed to watch those, and those were like the coolest of the movies I could watch.
Sure. They're pretty cool.
Like, did everything just align, and that's why they're so important to me?
It's possible.
All right, I haven't seen either of these two. Came out the same year. Adventures of Tintin and Warhorse.
Adventures in Tintin was fun.
It was good.
I thought it was good. 3.5. It's
What
been
about
pretty.
Warhorse?
I don't think I've ever seen.
It looks boring as hell. It's a war film based on a 1982 novel. Boring.
I don't think there's a lot of them lately that I have not seen.
All right, Lincoln.
Lincoln was okay. Maybe I'd put it at like 3. I mean, it was fine. Like, I don't know how accurate it was to the actual, you know, real life story of the man. But yeah, it was pretty good. Did you like it?
No.
Yeah. Oh, you
I
didn't
don't
like it at all?
I don't think it's accurate at all. It felt very like propaganda, like we can show this to, you know, 8th graders, like when the you know the substitute teacher's there and we need to find a movie. Like it wasn't like, there's just like historically I didn't feel like it was accurate at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my take on it as well.
And and even beyond that, I didn't see what the inspiration was to even try to make the movie. I felt it was like very boring. And I mean, sure, Lincoln's probably one of the better presidents, but like just to make him out, I think the whole thing of making him out to be like this perfect person is just stupid. And I would have assumed that Spielberg had more depth than that, but I was like, this is like a Hallmark, was it Hallmark Hall of Fame or whatever movie, like just boring as hell.
Yeah.
It would have been cool if Daniel Day-Lewis with like an actual good script, because I think of anyone, like, he would play that part the best.
Right.
All right. Bridge of Spies.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't either. It says written by Matt Charman and the Coen brothers.
Whoa, seriously?
Yeah.
What?
Alan Alda.
I know him.
With Tommy Hanks. Yeah, I don't know that one. And I don't know. Didn't especially want to see it either.
I'll probably watch it someday.
BFG.
I haven't seen that. I kind of wanted to, though.
I think you might like that. I feel like it has like kind of a good premise. I feel like it's one of the overrated Roald Dahl books.
Right.
It's like a pretty good book, but I don't think it's near as good as like a lot of his other stories. I think it's a good idea. I think it just like ends up kind of going nowhere, and it kind of gets kind of boring.
Freaking
the
boring FG.
The what?
Boring FG.
Am I right? Boring effing giant.
Right.
What
was your next question?
The Post.
Oh yeah, didn't see that.
I thought that was good, but also it was kind of like it made a situation very black and white that's not. Like, at this point the media sucks, or the media has always sucked, but to make it out like the media is just like pretty good, sometimes makes mistakes, and this situation like wasn't doing something right and then decided to do something right, and it was a happy ending. Like, it's a well-made movie, it's entertaining, but like also the actual newspaper, the Post, sucks.
Oh right, yeah, sure. It feels like you have feelings about that. Is that the Washington Post?
Yeah, doesn't Bezos own that?
He does, yes, he does. Does now. I don't know if he did when the story takes place.
They should make a book about how he sucks and owns the media and determine.
At least he like used it to like, you know, go after Trump stuff. I'm like, that's fun. That's fun.
Whatever.
Look, listen. The enemy of my enemy is not my enemy.
Post was posting all kinds of stuff like, this is why you shouldn't tax the rich.
People? Yeah, I believe that. We should tax the rich. We should do that.
They should do the Post too, and it be about when they murder Bezos. That would be a good one.
Is that going to happen?
I mean, I wish.
You said you were recording this, right?
I didn't murder him.
All right.
But I would.
We have you recorded saying you didn't murder him.
I did not. If he was in my vicinity, I would.
What happens if he dies tomorrow and this gets out there?
I'll take the blame. I'll be so happy I won't even care.
So, all right. Okay, cool.
All right. Ready Player One.
That was all right. I enjoyed that. I thought it was probably 3-ish. I know a lot of people hated it, but like I thought it was entertaining and
Does it have a DeLorean in it?
yeah. They got a lot of random stuff in there. It's got the Iron Giant in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not see it. I have no interest in seeing it.
Yeah, I don't think you would like it.
And even if I was paid to see it, I don't know if I'd watch it.
Oh, yeah, you probably would.
If I was paid?
Yeah, if you were paid, you would. I guess it depends on how much you pay.
If I was paid, I'd have to be paid at least $69.
Yeah, you definitely watch it for that. That's all right. Like, I mean, it's eye candy. Like, it's not a deep story. It's fine.
You know what I'm noticing on his last few movies here that suck? They're Walt Disney movies.
Oh, wait, what? Which one?
Like, most of the ones he's done in the last, 12 years.
Are they Disney movies?
Sucks.
I'm so confused. Which ones are Disney movies?
All right, Warhorse, Lincoln, Bridge of Spies, BFG, West Side Story.
Oh, dude, we're like halfway through West Side Story. It's pretty good.
I don't want to watch a musical.
Oh, well, I mean, that's your prerogative, I guess. But it's shot super well, dude. I mean, like, I don't know, like, the music's pretty famous.
I never got into the music, and I remember watching the original, and I was like, oh, this blows. I was bored out of my mind. And it was too.
I mean, at least they actually used Puerto Ricans for Puerto Ricans in this version.
Yeah, I don't even care about that. I'd rather see a movie without music in it, with white people playing Puerto Ricans, and it actually be good. Then what's the guy that was in The League and How Did This Get Made? He has long hair. He was in Modern Family recently. Dated Haley. What's his name?
Long hair?
Jason Mantzoukas. You know who that is, Jason Mantzoukas?
No. Maybe.
He's been in I think The Good Place and Parks and Rec and.
Oh yeah, no, he's fantastic. I love that guy.
I think he was talking about West Side Story, and he was like, I think this is a movie that he was watching, but he was basically like, when I was watching the movie, I was really enjoying it. And then every time they started singing, I get pissed off and be like, why are they singing? I wish they were singing. And I feel like that's how I would feel watching it. Like, it looks like the cinematography is pretty nice. And
did you watch the Good Place?
What?
Did you watch The Good Place?
Yeah.
He was in that.
Yeah. That's what I said.
I didn't hear you say Good Place. I love that show so much.
Yeah, he's funny in that.
He's funny in everything. He's great in Parks and Rec.
Yeah, he's such a douche in that.
And now he's in Percy Jackson, which we've been watching, which you would not like. It's a Disney show.
Yeah, that looks terrible.
It's pretty good. I've been reading the books.
You're pretty good.
I don't know how to take that. But he's in that, so. Now make fun of me.
Did you see him in Modern Family? He dates Haley.
I must have.
It's like probably season 3 or 4.
Okay, yeah, we're like in 6, I think.
Okay, yeah, it's just one episode. She dates him to like piss off her parents.
Oh yeah.
So that like to kind of be rebellious, and they figure this out at the last second, and Claire's like, yeah, go ahead with him, and Haley comes back and she's like, why didn't you stop me? But he's funny. He's funny as like the douchey older boyfriend. But he my favorite thing he's ever done is in the pod. He's very funny in the podcast How Did This Get Made? But
it's on my list. I haven't got that far yet.
But first episode to listen to, and I don't know if it's on like Apple Podcasts. I think you have to like look it up on YouTube or whatever. But they did Face Off.
Nice.
And it is so funny. Like it is as funny, if not funnier, than any funny movie I've ever seen in my whole life. And he is so funny in it because the premise of the podcast is like, let's watch these crappy movies and the joke is like, how did this get made? And they make fun of the movie. And the whole time he's getting upset, being like, I legitimately like this movie, Face Off. I have no idea why we're doing it. It is an amazing movie. And it's just so funny. Like it's probably like if I recommend any podcast episode to anyone, that's as good, if not better, than anything I've heard. It's so funny.
They took my face off.
There's one more. Do you know what it is?
Is it the Fablemans?
Ding, ding, ding. You got it, mister.
I haven't watched that yet. But
I think you would like it.
I love when you say stuff like that about things. Like, I think it's the worst thing I've ever seen, but I look at it and I'm like, yep, I think you'll like this.
It's terrible. You have
like
to
stuff.
like it. It's not for like smart people. It's really mainstream. You would like it.
Wait, seriously?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. It's pretty autobiographical, right? That's what I understand of it.
Yeah. But this is my opinion of it. It's got like 2 really cool scenes and 2 like pretty cool scenes, and then the rest I could care less about. Like none of it's bad. It's just nothing interesting or special. But the best scene is.
So you basically just want a 7-minute movie.
What?
You basically just want a 7-minute movie.
I would have rather watched a short film. I like someone condense it into a short film. But what I love about it is David Lynch plays John Ford, or some director.
Oh yeah.
And he's so good in it. And it's just like David Lynch really be acting more. Like he stole the show, like just by far the best scene in the whole movie. But my beef with it is like it shows how like someone like Steven Spielberg, I have 2 beefs. One is it shows how someone like Steven Spielberg became a director. like as a kid he shot these things and he did like some interesting stuff while shooting, but the stuff he did is not really like that interesting or unique. Like maybe it was at the time or whatever, but what he did as a kid doesn't seem like, oh, this is a brilliant way to like film this. It just kind of felt like something that was like you'd see in like a TV movie to me.
Sure.
Like when it's like showing him as a young kid shooting these like short films and all that. And then also the part where like he's this like rich Jewish kid that lives in a nice house and he gets beat up and made fun of for being Jewish, and we're supposed to feel sorry for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a privileged kid that can own like a film camera, and like they're doing pretty good, but it doesn't seem like.
Still feel bad for people, dude. Even if they had a camera. Did you know that?
Well, now I do.
All right. I'm glad that after all these years, we could actually have this conversation. Like,
I think too, this movie was hyped up like it was going to be the next, like it went back to the days of the way he'd make movies like E.T. and these like family movies in the 80s and stuff. And I mean, it is, but like, again, with E.T., like it just didn't have a lot of substance. But that being said, like it's really well shot. The acting's fine. There's nothing really bad about it. I just felt like it's really just really kind of meh for the most part, besides a couple. But knowing your taste, I think you would probably like it.
okay. I mean, it's on my list of things to check out, as there's so many things. Whew. So many things. Shocking how many movies there are in the world, dude. And shows and everything.
There's too many. I wish they'd make less. I kind of like during COVID when they took a break.
Yeah, that, and now they just had the writers and actors strike, right? So it's gonna slow down here pretty soon.
They're just gonna have AI do stuff.
That's true. That won't be weird.
It probably won't be much different than most of the crap out there.
True. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
All right. Well, I think Sarah's home, so.
Well, that's cool. It's bedtime for me, anyways.
All right.
Well, happy birthday, you oldie McFarterson.
Why, thank you, sir.
I hope that you get to fix your butt so you can shake it more at some point.
Is it broken?
You said you lost your walnuts or something. I assumed that was in relation to your butt being shaken so hard.
My walnut. My peanut.
Your wee nut.
Yeah, that's right.
Whoa. And you now.
All right.
All right, brother. I love you. Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you. Love
Say hi
you.
to-
Tell everyone.
I will. Why do you keep stopping talking?
You keep cutting out.
Oh, maybe you keep cutting out.
Oh. All right. Bye.
Please.